Hey everybody, welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan, and we are finally getting to the review for Dunhill Racing Green. Good God, that's a lot to say. And I apologize for not getting it out last week, but I've just been sick as a dog, and it's hard to really care about channel content when you're, throwing up and stuff, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about my final thoughts on Dunhill Racing Green. I've got the other two sitting on the shelves. I've got the Elite and I've got the Original. And I tell you what, these fragrances have wormed their way into my heart. I think they're great. But we are specifically going to talk about this one. And before we get started, let's talk about the note breakdown. Printed this off of Base Notes. And here we go. And by the way, the reason I call my channel the Cross-Eyed Texan is because I was born legally blind. So when I'm holding stuff this close to my face, don't worry, I'm not sniffing anything. I just can't see very well. So I figured I need to do something with my time to keep me out of trouble. Anyway, here are the top notes, and they are bergamot and grapefruit and cardamom. There's a whole lot of those at top. And the middle notes are orange blossom, lavender and pepper, and the base notes are guaiac wood, vetiver, and musk. Let's start off with the practical stuff first. I personally think that the atomizers on these are quite good. They put out a lot of juice. I'm going to put some more on. I like this stuff. And I got the 100 ml bottle, and I really like these bottles. There's a lot of my fragrance collection, when the bottle's gone, I'm not going to keep, but when these are empty, I'm keeping them. I just think they look cool. They kind of remind me, as far as the aesthetic goes, of some of the old Avon bottles, the ones that look like cars, and Avon actually made some really cool looking bottles, and I think these are really cool looking bottles. So, first thing we're going to talk about is performance. As far as longevity goes, I am getting a good 7 hours out of this. As far as projection goes, have people catch whiffs of me when I walk by 4 hours after putting on the fragrance, and there's very few fragrances in my small 80 bottle collection that I can say that about. Projection is strong for the first couple hours off my skin. I can't guarantee it's going to be that strong off your skin. Skin chemistry is different. My skin is dry, so things don't last as long on me unless I put on, something like that. Which reminds me, I got to order some more of that. But just the other day, when I wore this to my recovery group, which is one of my favorite places to test things at, when I got in the truck, a gentleman who comes and picks me up, he got a whiff of it and he goes, that's sweet, but it's still masculine. And he's about 5 years older than me, and I'm 57. So that was a good comment. But 8:30, 8:45, we're leaving, and the person who drove me home was standing a good foot away from me. And she goes, "Man, you smell nice." So that was, 4 hours in. That's pretty impressive as far as I'm concerned. Now, one thing I will say is this is a sweet fragrance, and it may turn some older people off. And I've also been told it smells like, what is it, Invictus Aqua? I don't know, I've never smelled it. All I know is this stuff smells fabulous, even with the sweetness. Now, as it progresses, I find it, at least to my nose, to stay very linear. What I smell in the first 30 minutes to an hour is what I smell toward the end of it. It doesn't really change that much. I don't pick up the vetiver, and the vetiver, I just don't pick it up off my nose. I do get the musk as it dries down. I don't get the guaiac wood too much, but I think it's just a really well blended fragrance, and everything in there is playing its part. It's kind of like salt in a recipe. It needs to be there, but if there's too much, it'll ruin the whole thing. And if there's not enough, it'll ruin the whole thing. It just seems to be very well blended. So as far as I'm concerned, scent-wise, I have to give this a 4.5. Let's give it a 4.5. And as far as performance goes, I've got to give it a 4. So that's, 9.5 on my little ridiculous scale. But a fragrance that puts up those kind of numbers for anywhere between $32 and $40 is absolutely fantastic. This is a powerhouse of a man's fragrance. And if you're like me and you don't have a lot of money to spend on fragrances and you want absolute bang for your buck, any of these in this line, this is the OG, but any of these in this line are excellent. This is playful and youthful. This would be good for going out, having drinks with friends, or, hanging at the club, if that's what you want to do. But this is all professional and stuff, and the icon in the back, the elite in the back, is just absolutely wonderful. So, do I recommend this? Absolutely. If you know what Invictus Aqua smells like, and you want a replacement for it, go for this. If you don't care and you just want something that smells absolutely fabulous and that will get you compliments, I hardly ever get compliments on my fragrances. I got 2 of these. Each time I wore it, it stands out. So I would highly recommend this. I picked this one up. Where did I pick this up? I think I picked this one up at Joma Shop, and it was all of $38. And one thing I like about Joma Shop is they have $6 shipping. Their shipping's not exorbitant. Gift Express has this in a gift set with a shower gel to go with it. I'm almost tempted to get the shower gel and maybe give the other bottle away or hoard it for myself. But I'll probably be dead before I go through this. But anyway, that's my recommendation. And my shaving gear that I use, the shaving soaps that I use, and most all the colognes that I have are budget minded, because I don't have $300 or $400 to drop on a fragrance. And I've got some expensive things sitting up here that I tend to only buy in things like this because either one, I just can't find them, or I just don't have that kind of money, but I still want to smell good. But anyway, we are almost to 1,100 subscribers. I want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I realize there are tons of people doing what I'm doing, and I'm trying to carve out my own little niche. So if you like shaving and learning about male grooming and learning about body washes and good soaps and cologne and shaving gear and what kind of soaps to use, although you can tell I haven't been shaving lately, but we have a video coming up probably tomorrow about that. But if that's your thing, subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the channel. And I appreciate you. Like I always say at the end of my videos, sometimes it's very hard to find a good person out there. So try and be one. Hold the door open for somebody. Pay for the person behind you if you can. And just go out there and be a gentleman or a lady. The world needs people like us. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching.